Minnesota Vikings cornerback room went through quite a change in the offseason to let go of veterans Xavier Rhodes and Trey Waynes and Mackenzie Alexander, bringing in all of the youth movement, three rookies, including first-round pick Jeff Gladney, third-round pick Cameron Dantzler, fifth-round pick Harrison Hand, and there was a lot of change. And initially, the Vikings cornerback room was extremely bad. Green Bay week 1, Colts week 2, etc. It's been a work in progress, to say the least, in that cornerback room, but finally, after they get a bit of positive momentum, a couple of big-time stops in the game against Green Bay Week 8, the upset of the Packers 28-22, injuries just piled up. So we're going to take a look at the Vikings cornerback room because, remember, the Vikings were so shorthanded, they only had two healthy cornerbacks to finish the game. And that's when Green Bay was going 3-4 wide. That's when they were in catch-up mode. So the Vikings were playing three safeties out there. Anthony Harris and Josh Metellus took turns playing slot cornerback, which, you know, if you win a game with Josh Metellus, the rookie safety, sixth-round pick out of Michigan, as your cornerback, that should count as 5. So technically, the Vikings are 7-5 right now. So I digress there. So walking through. So Gladney, Harrison Hand, healthy. Great. So you got Chris Boyd, who left the game a little bit later in the second half with a knee injury. Really unfortunate. There's a non-contact. Did not look great. I'm sure they'll get an MRI and further information this week. Cameron Dantzler, of course, in the first quarter, his head made contact when he was tackling Packers running back A.J. Dillon on Anthony Harris's hip. And it was a really scary-looking injury. The neck got snapped back. He was motionless on the field for a while. Got taken off on a gurney, but everything does seem to be good. He's being treated for a concussion, and it does seem like potentially that instead of a neck injury, he simply got knocked out, which, you know, is a full issue unto itself. But, you know, if he is able to escape this situation with just a concussion, I guess that's a massive, massive positive for Cameron Tiny Dantzler, and we'll see how he progresses coming back. Mark Fields a second. So he got a punctured lung. Also, what is it with all the punctured lungs around the league this year? Like, I've heard of before this season, before Tyrod got his lung punctured by the Chargers doctor, like I'd heard of one. Drew Bledsoe, Mo Lewis. 2001, but I digress. All right, so Mark Fields, TBD how long he's going to be out with that. Chris Jones is on the roster. Now, he was claimed last week. He had bounced around from the Lions and the Cardinals practice squad, so he was inactive on Sunday, but you know, if this holds up, he's probably going to have to play, which, you know, Holton Hill has been missing the last 3 games with a foot injury. He's also been bad. Mike Hughes is on IR. That neck injury is flaring up, so he's missing at least 2 more full weeks. He missed this week, first week on IR. Marcus Sales, former CFL star, he is back on the practice squad. I believe he was added. It's either last week or 2 weeks ago, one of the two, but he's recently back. He spent some time in camp with the Vikings, so he's back into the fold. I wouldn't be shocked if he is flexed up to the 53-man rooster week 9 against the Detroit Lions, because, I mean, the Lions are certainly no slouches in the wide receiver department because they got Marvin Jones, they got Babytron doing some pretty decent things. Danny Amendola is in the mix in the slot as well, so the Vikings are going to need all hands on deck in terms of cornerbacks for week 9 at US Bank Stadium. So, I mean, now would be the time to pull off the Desmond King trade. Hey, before the Tuesday deadline, get the Desmond King from the Chargers, trade done Rick Spielman, as well as, I don't know, you can search around Nate Metters, who was a UDFA for the Vikings last year out of UCLA, was in camp with the Vikings this year. He's currently on the Jaguars practice squad, may have to go poaching and bring in some former guys with some experience in the scheme. I mean, I don't know, like Captain Munderland is still out there. Terrence Newman, because, you know, if you're going to be bad, just be boring. No, if you're going to be bad, don't be boring. Nailed it. So just bringing back Terrence Newman at like 75 years old. Why the hell not at that point? And frankly, I would trust Terrence Newman in coverage more than I would Holton Hill. I really would. But that's where it stands right now. Again, prayers are for Boyd, Dantzler, Fields, as well as all the other banged up Vikings cornerbacks, hopefully getting back into the fold. Because I think that this year, Vikings are starting to get some momentum. They're starting to get some things going on defense. I think that all of the teaching, all the lessons from Zimmer and DB coach Durante Jones are starting to sink in, and this could be a great learning experience for the Vikings, but they got to be out there on the field, and it's got to be more than Jeff Gladney, man. It's got to be more than just him. So we'll see what happens, and we'll keep you up to date as practice goes along and more reports on these guys' injuries come in. But that's the Vikings cornerback room right now. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull us up in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.